From Hampton High School, WHCS Cable Channel 46 presents the Peninsula District Boys Basketball. The Kecoughtan Warriors visiting the Hampton Crabbers. Good evening, everybody. I'm Tim Cole, along with Bob Hintz and Bob Killen. We welcome you to Hampton High School for this game between the Hampton Crabbers and the Kecoughtan Warriors. Right now, let's go courtside as Bob Hintz has head coach Revis Conrad of the Kecoughtan Warriors.
Well, Revis, the first time you met Hampton, you beat them. You guys have played all year. When I've watched you, 3 quarters great, and you see it seems like 1 quarter, nothing happens.
Then we just can't seem to play 4 quarters. We played 4 quarters in 2 ball games. We won them. Played Hampton a real good ball game for 4 quarters. We played well against Gloucester. And we played well against some other people, like you say, either for 3 or 2 quarters.
Well, you have, and you know, so potentially you got the team that could win a lot of ball games if you could get 4 quarters together.
Well, I thought we'd win a few more ball games than we'd won. I'm not trying to put any pressure on the kids, but I really thought that we were be a little bit better than we are right now.
Well, listen, good luck to you tonight, Coach.
Thank you very much.
Good enough. Let's go back over to Tim.
All right, thank you, Bob, and thank you, Revis. Appreciate you taking time to be on camera, and remind you that this game is brought to you by Zooms with 5 convenient Hampton locations, and by Wood Funeral Home, where Richard Pulley is the funeral director. Let's go back to courtside as Bob has head coach Walter Brower of the Hampton Crabbers.
Well, Walter, I know it's good to get back among the living. You went through that stuff, and now your wife's got it. Team is looking good.
Well, we're starting to play better. You know, a lot of people are getting some experience, and we're starting to gel. I said in the beginning it would probably be the middle of January before football players got into basketball shape, and they're in basketball shape now.
But you got some young men that stepped up. Conyers, the young man that started last game we did, I thought had an excellent game.
Yeah, we've got some good young kids. Most people don't realize this squad is young, and we figure we would go through maybe some adverse situations this year in order to get where we want to get to next year.
Well, I tell you, you're doing a good job with them. You always do, and we want to wish you good luck tonight.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Good enough. Let's run over to Tim.
All right, thank you, Bob, and thank you, Coach Brower. And the records for these 2 teams coming in: Hampton with a 9-3 district record and 9-5 overall, while the Warriors with a 2-11 district record and a 2-11 overall record at this juncture in the season. Warriors will be struggling to make the Peninsula District playoffs, while the Crabbers have been hit by injuries lately. Armando Curry missed 2 or 3 games. Johnny Story missed a couple of games, but understand that both of these young men are back tonight and will both start.
Well, one of the games that Curry missed, he went up to West Virginia on a football visit and got a good chance to talk to one of our friends, Jerry Holmes. Jerry Holmes, of course, played for me over at Bethel High School. We watched him play pro football for quite a few years with the Jets and the different teams. And he was real impressed. I asked him why. I said, where you leaning? He says, I'll either go to North Carolina or West Virginia probably. So, you know, that's what he'll do. He'll end up playing football.
They're not picking you up. Are you disconnected?
They're not picking me up.
How are they doing now? They're picking you up now? No?
Trace the wire down.
Okay, well, we'll work on getting Bob's audio squared away for you, but we're going to have the presentation of the colors here. It looks like it might be the Air Force.
Now here are your starting lineups for tonight's game. First,
correct.
For the Warriors,
Share a mic with you. Okay.
Well,
A junior,
I'll go and get the other
number 3,
mic from
Mark Harper.
Wayne Ness.
He's doing our lineup for us.
Okay.
A senior, number 32, Willie Sherman. A senior, number 44, Brian Walter. A sophomore, number 22, Derek Fenner. And a sophomore, number 4, Jamar Booth. The Warriors are coached by Mr. Revis Conrad, come into tonight's game with a record of 2-11. And now here are your starters for the home team. The Crabbers of Hampton High. Number 10, a senior, Almondo Curry. Number 12, a senior, Hakeem Zarif. Number 14, a junior, Marcus Hagan. Number 30, a junior, Johnny Story. Number 44, a senior, Jeremy Southern.
I want to thank Wayne Nast for helping us with the introduction of the starting lineups. There you see the Hampton Crabbers and our officials for tonight's contest. They are Steve Panoff, Horace Underwood, and Tommy Taylor. They will be the three officials for tonight's game. Steve Panoff, good sense of humor. We asked him who the officials were tonight. He says Larry, Curly, and Mo.
And then he said Daryl, and Daryl.
All those guys. Well, we're having the presentation of the colors.
Well, let's find out if they're picking me up now. I'm on the portable mic, so I'll just put the other mic away.
Still working on it, Bob. I'm going to mention to Scotty that you're now using the portable mic, so maybe that'll help.
Now to honor our nation, our national anthem. Enjoy the game.
All right, so the Air Force what is it? JROTC. Junior ROTC.
There you go.
Presented the colors. We appreciate their fine performance out here. We're about set to get this one underway. Use the wireless. I think we're all set.
Yeah, I can use the wireless just as well. If Scotty picked me up on it, okay, as we get ready to start this ball game.
Yeah, we got the thumbs up.
All right, got from the guru.
And Scotty said, in spite of that, they can hear you just fine.
All right.
All right, the top 8-minute quarters in high school basketball, and the only jump ball of the game, barring overtime, is controlled by the Hampton Crabbers. It'll be triggered by Zarif, who will give to Muffin Curry, our first chance to see him here on Channel 46 this year. Injured and out for the two games that we had done.
Well, you look at his left ankle. He's got on a nice inside move to Jeremy, and then they're going to give the foul on Jeremy Southern, but that was a nice pass by Muffin Curry. But you can see his left ankle, Tim, is if we get a chance to get a shot of that, he's got like a little boot type of support on that. But he did go up to West Virginia the weekend. We did the Phoebus game, and one of his visits, and got the chance to talk and meet our good friend of ours, Jerry Holmes. Yeah, we got a backcourt violation.
I'll take his word for it.
Hey, Tim, we didn't have that many backcourt violations until we started talking about it.
That's right. Well, hey, he was on the line. And
Yeah, it was a good call.
I do want to make a comment about that. We're not sure whether the girls' game or the boys' game was where one of our fans called in and questioned our ruling on something. And quite frankly, we appreciate the input from the fans.
That was nice. Excuse me, Tim. That was a nice assist by Zarif.
But, we appreciate their input, and from time to time we will miss a call just like the officials miss a call from time to time.
Right.
So
Nice job that time by-
if we said it incorrectly, we're appreciative of their bringing it to our attention. In the lane, Muffin Curry tried to get it to Story. That didn't work. Quickly down the court. That's goaltending. Give the basket.
Did he get up in the air?
Woo! Give the basket to Derek
Man,
Fenner.
that's beautiful.
No, not really.
Oh, no, I mean, it was going to go in anyway. But, I mean, he had a chance at it. But that makes the guy next time goes down, he'll think about shooting that shot.
You're right. And turn it over.
And that was a good job time by Mark Harper causing a turnover. Marcus Hagens turned the ball over. Now, Hampton runs a three-guard offense, and they'll press you man-to-man, sometimes full court. Now they're going to pick you up about half court. Look like they're might go into a trap. Good job by Willie Sherman breaking it, coming to the middle. Walters inside. Was that Walters?
44.
Walter, yeah. Brian.
6-2, Kecoughtan. Inside for Story with a left hand.
Oh, he is such a smooth player inside.
Stolen. Zarif dishes left side. Muffin Curry too strong. Follow is good.
That was a pass.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's
Yeah,
exactly
that's
what it was. A pass to Zarif.
Yeah, it just happened to be using the basket for it. Locked inside and knocked out of bounds. Let's see, they'll belong to the Warriors.
Yeah, it went off of Marcus Hagens, but that was a great block by Johnny Story. All ball.
Walters short with a three.
I don't think there's an S on the end of his name. I think it's Walter.
Excuse me. Story can't get it to fall, and Southern draws the foul. That one will be against Walter. Thank you for correcting me on that. I wanted to say it was Walter's shot. I was possessive.
Okay, well, I'll go with that. There's the replay right here. Just a little short, but nice job of going up for the rebound.
Three-point attempt off the mark. Back come the Warriors. And knocked away and knocked out of bounds by Muffin Curry. As he lands in the stands, probably amongst a bunch of his buds. The Warriors will keep possession. We're tied at 6 with 5:35 left in the first period. Wide open is Booth, off the mark, and Story with the clean.
Oh, nice job by Hagens, but Kecoughtan moves the ball and gets down the court real quick. Nice pass that time.
Good job down there for Fenner.
Ooh, Harper, nice pass.
Well, Derek Fenner has 4, and we're again tied, this time at 8. Inside for Story, and he draws the foul. Beyond Fenner.
Well, I was talking to Revis Conrad about this, Tim. We've watched him play. I've watched him play 2 or 3 games this year, and I know we've had him on one time. We'll have him on next Friday with at Kecoughtan with the Phoebus Phantoms, but they play so well together for 3 quarters and one of the quarter, and it's not necessarily the fourth quarter. It could be the first, could be the third, but it seems like one quarter they just kind of go to sleep.
Story unties the ball game, 9-8. Zooms with 5 convenient locations, one of our corporate sponsors for tonight's ball game. I want to thank David Allen and all the fine folks at Zooms, where they serve Citgo gas. Hampton 10, Kecoughtan 8. And foul will be charged to Curry.
I don't know about that one, but that's One of those fouls that you're going for the ball, but if you make too much contact, which from his angle he did, and that's going to be a foul call. But that was good hustle. As a coach, you don't mind that kind of a foul.
The official had a little different angle than we did.
Yeah.
It might have seen more contact. Fenner in the lane.
Oh, nice job. That was Fenner plays well. Really does.
He's got 6, and we're tied at 10. Armando
Kecoughtan
Muffin.
playing a man-to-man.
See, Story couldn't get it without climbing the back, so he just tipped it to himself and eventually got the basket. Good heads-up play, and that one's kicked out by Booth.
Well, that was just good hands knocking it off of his leg that time. But I'll tell you one thing, when Hampton scores, if they try to celebrate after the score, they're going to be watching Kecoughtan make a layup because Kecoughtan is quick.
Story!
Wow, now there's an explanation point.
Fenner draws the foul, and that's 2 on Fenner. So that could be a problem.
Well, that's 2 quick fouls.
Here you watch the replay and a little bit of celebration by Johnny Story.
Well, they're going to have to bring in a substitute, and looks like that's what they're doing right now with number 14 for the Warriors. That's Robert Simmons.
So, boy, does that hurt, because Fenner was lighting it up early with 6 points.
Well, and Fenner was a player of the game the last time we did these Kecoughtan Warriors. He's a good offensive player, but he's great defensively, too. But he sits down and rests a little bit. He can get back in and still play a lot more balls tonight.
The Story now has 9 of the 15 Hampton points. This is Willie Sherman for Harper, and Mark Harper hits the board.
Good use of the left hand that time by the right-handed Harper.
Halfway through the first period.
Now Kecoughtan is now in a zone.
Booth, good move to get around Curry. In the lane, has it tipped away, but it gets back to the Warriors. Now the Crabbers at the other end. Zarif dishes. No basket. Foul was before the shot, and that was a good foul by Robert Simmons.
It really was, because it's a non-shooting foul.
He was trapped on the wrong end of a 2-on-1 and committed the foul before the shot and saved his team 2 points for certain. Sherrod Jones comes in the ball game, replacing Willie Sherman. Sherman said no. Rivas says no. Sherman's not the one to come out. Got a foul before the shot. Got a block. That one is on Jones, who just checked
Rivas,
in.
you can't believe that call. Want to put a body on Johnny Story. Well, that's one young man that can put a body on him, and Rivas didn't think it warranted a foul.
5 team fouls against the Warriors already. And a blocking foul will be number 6.
Well, that's 2 quick ones on, who's that?
Jones.
Jones. 2 quick ones.
Here's the replay.
That's
Right
a
on the
tough
baseline.
call.
It is a tough call. Toughest call in basketball. This is Zarif. Tabron, who's come in now for Hampton. Zarif will try the 3 and hits it.
He hits a nice rotation on the ball. Almost a steal down there by Muffin. Almost got a steal.
Hampton by 6. Zarif has 5 points. Walter recovers well. And then a reach-in foul against the Crabbers.
I believe that was on number 24.
That's Tabron.
Tabron, yeah.
So it'll be a non-shooting foul. That's the 2nd against Hampton.
I think it's the 3rd. They got 3 up on the board.
I'm sorry. I looked up when they had 2 before they put the 3rd one on there. Tabron.
Oh, nice job of going straight up and not going into the the shooter. I'm telling you, you can't say anything. Kecoughtan down and made a point just like that.
Jones,
big kid, got down the court, didn't he?
He sure did. Story, top of the key, baseline for Southern. Tabron from NBA three-point land, off the mark. Tipped out by Zarif. Walter spots a Warrior dunk. Beautiful block.
Oh, what a nice block. Oh.
Marcus Higgins.
What a nice job.
Great job by Higgins to get back and prevent the easy basket. Walter for three, hit it. Brian Walter has a triple. Story, kick it out for Zarif, no good. Tabron keeps it alive to Higgins, back to Tabron.
All of his own shot.
But Walter clears it.
Well, Kecoughtan for with a three-pointer can tie this game up.
Rebound comes off to Zarif. Higgins drives the baseline and he draws the foul. If that's on Jones, that'll be his third. I can't see who it was.
I didn't catch it.
Might have been on Sherman, 32, I think. It's going to be 1-and-1 time in any event.
Well, we don't have a replay. We might catch it, but there was a lot of people down there, so it'd be tough to pick up who he called if we don't see the numbers. Because one thing about being over at Phoebus, we get to see the numbers because they come right to us.
Marcus Higgins gets the first of two. In and out. Grabbers by 3. Minute 30 left in the first period. Sherman wasn't ready for the pass.
No, he wasn't.
Lead pass to Story, and that's a little too long. Coming in for the Crabbers is Robinson. He'll give Southern a breather. Nathan Robinson. Harper guarded by Higgins. Walter, top of the key. Harper has
He just kind of lost control of it, I think, on the pass, Tim. I don't think that was...
I want to thank Wood Funeral Home for being a sponsor for tonight's contest. Richard Pulley, the funeral director over at Wood, and a fine supporter of high school sports here on Channel 46. Tabron bumped as he shot. He'll get a pair.
He will get a pair, Tim. We will pick a player of the game from each one of these teams tonight. That player will receive a plaque and a shirt. Plaque comes from Buckwalter Engraving, located at Kecoughtan Road. For all your engraving needs, contact Jim at 723-6067. Dave Buckwalter is the owner. Shirt comes from Islander Hardware and Sporting Goods. They're located at Kecoughtan. They can meet all your sports needs with a full line of athletic goods, both team and individual, equipment and uniforms, plus screen printing. Call Dave Chubb at 868-8467. John Roberts is owner.
Tabron missed the first, and he hits the second.
And number 40 for the Warriors coming in, that's Chris Willis.
He's going to have to replace Jones as Jones picked up his third foul.
Oh, wow.
And
that was 3 quick fouls.
Yeah, inside of a minute to go in the first period. So he'll sit down probably for the duration of the half.
Oh, nice position.
By Willis.
Comes in, Chris Willis, where he's supposed to be. Puts the ball right back in the basket. Cuts it to a 3-point lead.
Curry tries to feed it to Higgins on the right corner, and he can't hold on to it. A little more than half a minute to go in the first period. 22-19 Hampton. Booth almost threw it away. Fenner is back in the game, playing with 2 fouls. Willie Sherman to Willis.
Kecoughtan, good job of coming back, set up their offense.
Knocked out by Hampton. Warriors now undoubtedly will try for the last shot of the first period. Oh, wide open is Booth, and missed it.
2 open, maybe.
Muffin Curry, no good. And the ball on the baseline. It'll belong to Kecoughtan with 2 seconds remaining. Alvin Holmes in the ball game now for the Crabbers. Walter Brower not bashful about going to the bench. Oh, off the backboard. So we've played 8, and our score after 1 is Hampton 22 and Kecoughtan 19.
WHCS Channel 46 welcomes you to the Math Zone, a live televised interactive call-in program for students to get help with their math. Join Tyler Elementary teacher Cassandra Hamilton and Davis Middle School teacher Sherry Martin. Every Tuesday and Thursday from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Call 850-5426 and join the Math Zone.
All the statistics are even after 1, with the exception of Hampton has 3 steals more than the Warriors.
But outside that, it's pretty even, and the 3 steals and 3 points, only 2 things that separate these 2 teams after 8 minutes of play. Kecoughtan will inbound the ball right here in front of us.
Fenner, nice move.
Nice job by Fenner. Very aggressive offensively. I like that. And he's not a very big kid, but he plays big.
Story kicks it back out.
Kecoughtan playing a zone is right now got the Crabbers a little bit off their game.
Jamar Booth picks up the foul. That's his first. And for the balance of the first half, the Crabbers will be in the bonus.
Mark Harper comes back in, replaces Brian Walter.
Zarif at the free throw line. We'll get the bonus. One out of 2 for Zarif. Back come the Warriors, down by a pair. In the lane, Booth off the mark. Skying for the rebound was Higgins.
Now the reason he called that backcourt is he said that Muffin hadn't come down yet in the forecourt when he caught the ball.
I don't know the rule on backcourt, so I'm not going to say anything. There's about 7 interpretations.
Well, it depends on who you talk to.
That's true. We've had more center timeline, whatever you want to call it, backcourt violations in this game and the girls' game earlier than we've had all year.
Nice block by Johnny Story. Did he get up in the air or what?
He can do that. What does Story wear, 14 or size 15 shoes?
I don't know.
Jeremy Southern from 18 feet. The Southern has 4, and that's the difference in the ball game. Nice spinning move and a dish underneath. Last touched out of bounds by Hampton.
And that was really not a good pass because he was passing it to, he thought his teammate, but his teammate was not underneath the basket.
Much too hot a pass. Wide open is Booth. Misses the shot. Follow is no good. And finally the board is cleared by Higgins. Muffin Curry in the lane, and Story is fouled by Booth. That'll be the second one on Booth. And so the double bonus will be in effect now as the Crabbers watch the replay here. You're going to see Muffin dish off to Story, and he was fouled before the shot. But because that's the 10th team foul, it'll be 2 shots from this point through the rest of the first half. Story with the time and the look and the roll.
He has a nice arc on that ball, hits the rim, Tim, and it's so soft when it hits in. He gets what they call the shooter bounce.
4 for 4 so far from the free throw line. So Story has 11 and his team leads by 6. In the lane, Harper put it up and he draws the foul.
That must be on, yeah, it's got to be on Muffin. Tim, we were talking earlier, I said that Brent Musgrove came in. He's sitting up on the stands over there on top with the Hamptons. We watched the replay. And you and him went to school together, but yet you told me that he is much older than you. How does that work?
I was ahead of my time.
I'll have to talk to him about that. You were ahead of your time.
I've always been ahead of my
That's as good an answer as anything I could have come up with.
I was pressed there. I couldn't come up with it. No, I did go to school with Brandon. That was back in the olden days at Hampton High School, back when the dunk was illegal.
Yeah.
Warren Chapman was a senior the same year I was a senior, and Warren was 6'8", and he could dunk the ball, but they wouldn't let him. And I believe that the dunk is one of the most exciting shots in the game.
I do too. I don't know why they took it away, because it is.
My understanding was the reason they thought was it was dangerous.
Well, it's not only dangerous, but they thought it gave an unfair advantage to the tall guy. Well,
so does rebounding. And
well,
so
if you're quick, that gives you. We're gonna put shackles on you because you're too quick.
There you go.
That don't make any sense to me. Nice shot, just a little short.
Back come the Crabbers, up by 5. Tabron.
What a nice pass.
Tabron has 5, and the lead is 7.
Tell you, I'm impressed with Kecoughtan. They really attack offensively. They don't quit.
Southern missed the shot, and Willis knocked it out of bounds, so the Crabbers will get another chance.
I'm watching Rivas over there, and he looked lonely up there.
We're taking shots of fans so that they can say they were here.
But I mean, Rivas is trying to can't understand how come he can't get a call.
Jeremy Southern now with 6. Crabbers lead is 7. Approach the 5-minute mark here in the first half. In the lane, Chris Willis, no good. Tip is good.
Nice.
Boy, Fenner really crashed the board.
Fenner just blasted from outside. Nobody put a body on him.
He's got 12 points. Story.
I think they call the block. He was in the air. No, they're calling the charge. Oh, I don't know, but that's a tough call. There's your call, Rivas. We got a timeout.
22nd timeout, or
I don't know. Walter is not real happy.
And there's Sarah Bowers up there in the tall
Watch
timber.
this,
Yeah,
watch
you
this
make
thing.
the call here.
That looked like he may have been there, but it was so quick. And we can see it on slow motion and have the chance of looking at it again. They got to make that call right now. There's a good shot of Nathaniel. Don't rain on me, Braxton. And of course,
22nd timeout was what they called, and they did rule Story was the guilty party, no basket. So the Warriors down by just 5 will push it up. This is Robert Simmons. He spots Mark Harper for the 3. It's no good. A nice save on the baseline. Story chases it down. Southern got Zarif on the left wing for the score.
Rivas wants a 22nd timeout. He didn't like that sequence that time. Kecoughtan threw the ball back in bounds underneath their own basket. Hampton got it, made 2 great saves and 3 great passes and got a layup.
Here's the replay. You're going to see it as Zarif rather, is just wide open.
And I know Rivas is saying, why were we not back defensively? Because that was the 3rd pass. You got to have, somebody's got to get back and make sure you've got the lanes filled.
Warriors down by 7. Harper in the corner. Loose ball underneath, stuck in by Fenner.
I tell you, Fenner is everywhere.
He's got 14 as we are at the halfway mark of the 2nd period.
Pick up those 2 quick fouls, Tim, but when he come back in, he has just been a man on the boards.
Tabron's shot won't go down. Harper tries to quickly get it down the court. He does. Harper guarded by Zarif and reach in by Hagan.
Brian Walter and Willie Sherman getting ready to check back in as along with
watch the replay here.
All those are the Warriors. 3 substitutes. There's Fenner and Harper
And Willis.
A breather.
Quick feed to Sherman, in and out.
In and out.
Almost stolen by the Warriors, but now Tabron will push it across the timeline. Grabbers by 5 and a bad pass inside. Good lead pass for Booth. And Booth misses the layup again.
Johnny just didn't get the hold of the handle that time. Couldn't find the handle. Lost it out of bounds, so the Warriors got a chance to bring it in bounds.
I don't mean
into that 5-point lead.
I don't mean Booth missed for again. I mean the Warriors missed again. At the same time, a Warrior was wide open and couldn't convert. Sherman in the lane is bumped by Story. Story says, no, I don't think so. That's the 2nd on him. That'll send Willie Sherman to the free throw line for the 1-and-1. 3:11 to go in the half. Both teams in the bonus. And Sherman will not get the bonus. Jeremy Southern.
Oh, just a good job of finding the handle. Got kind of crowded underneath there. I'm surprised Walters left Johnny in. If I was Kecoughtan, I would go right at Story.
Nice double clutch underneath by Philip Tyson to score. And the Warriors just won't go away. In the lane, feed for Southern. Basket counts and he's fouled.
Nice pass. Nice pass. Good assist.
I think Sherman got that one, I believe.
Yeah, that's why Willie's coming out, and
here's your replay.
Chris
You're going to
Willis
see
is coming back in.
basket at the one end, and then the Crabbers will push it up very quickly.
Right here, nice pass inside. There you see it. Missed the free throw. Didn't get the three-point play.
Crabbers back up by 7, and now Tabron, heavy contact with Walter, and Tabron will be called for the foul.
Walter is a good shooter, good three-point shooter, and I'm pretty sure he's got a good percentage from the foul line. He's on the line with a 1-and-1.
First trip to the free throw line for Walter.
He's got such a nice stroke.
6 points in the first half. He's got a 2-pointer, a 3-pointer, and now 1 free throw. Warriors down by 6, trying to cut it to 5. And Walter does. 2:28 left in the half. Tabron's feed to Story, and Story with a short jumper.
Yeah, it's an 8-footer. He's got a nice touch on that ball.
13 in the first half for Story. Bounce pass inside for Walter goes awry, and Tabron comes up with it. Was that Zarif that got the basket 12?
Yeah.
I thought so. And Zarif
And another one, and a nice assist from Higgins. And quickly 11 point from 5 to 11, just like that. Rivas is saying we're losing our concentration defensively. We're attacking offensively, but defensively we're allowing Hampton to get too many easy baskets as we watch the replay. Nice job by Johnny Story getting the ball out. Now watch this assist here.
Great job really working the transition well for the Crabbers, so they run off 6 straight.
Well, what they're doing, what I like, what the Crabbers are doing right now is they're going to the basket, they're going up in the air, getting the defense to commit, and then dropping the ball off to the big man underneath or whoever's underneath and get a nice easy deuce underneath.
Minute 36 in the first half. Hampton with their biggest lead now, 11. Looking at some of the individual statistics, Higgins has 5 assists, a steal, and he has 3 defensive rebounds. So Higgins doing a great job on both ends of the board. Johnny Story has 4 rebounds, 5 total, 4 defensive and 1 offensive board. Willie
Hampton
Sherman
has
on
to
the other
take
end with 3.
a 20-second timeout for some reason. I'm not sure what.
Derek Fenner with 3 offensive boards and 1 defensive rebound. And Sherman, I mentioned earlier, with 3. With 3 assists. Fenner is the main reason the Warriors are in this game. He's got 14 points, all coming from the field here in the first half. Mark Harper. Simmons. Walter, baseline, put it in.
Nice job by Walter that time. Johnny Story on the bench, and that's probably a good move by Walter with less than almost a minute to go in the game. We got a little lead. Got the ball caught on his hip.
Yep, good call. He definitely did. He did not cleanly dribble the ball, and official was right there. Open for a 3. In and out.
That would have been a big shot.
Oh, that would have been a huge shot. That would have cut the lead down to 8. Instead, at the other end, Higgins converts. Higgins has 5, and the Crabbers are back on top by 11. Southern knocked it out of bounds. It'll belong to the Warriors with 45 ticks of the clock left in the half.
Step back. You got it. Hold your spot.
That's fouls on Higgins. How many is that on him?
Higgins with a pair. He's got 2 fouls. Muffin Curry comes out of the game, and very popular substitution, if there is such a thing. Jeremy Daniels,
yeah.
Number 4 comes in. Brought his entire fan club here tonight. Chris Willis hits the first. Zarif will check back in and give Higgins a breather. Higgins with 2 personals. Again, Brower trying to make sure no one picks up the third. One of those cheap fouls in the last 42 seconds.
And yeah, and that'll just drive a coach crazy.
Missed the free throw, got a jump ball. Possession arrow gives the ball to the Crabbers.
Talking about basketball, did you get to watch the Duke-Carolina game the other night?
I watched the second half. What those that Duke Cameron Indoor Stadium is a tough place to play. Were those Duke crazy?
I mean, it was a game all right up to almost
Till the last 2 or 3 minutes, and then Duke just pulled away. But you know, the North Carolina squad with Curry, of course, hurting with Capel out for about 4 weeks. I was surprised to see Capel there with mononucleosis.
Yeah,
he
I was
on the
too.
bench.
But that's pretty usually kind of infectious, isn't it?
Well, you got to assume, because my wife and I had the same comment. And I told her, I said, well, I guess there's a point where you're no longer infectious, because if I'm the coach for the team, I sure don't want typhoid Jason sitting next to everybody.
You got that.
We got an official stoppage of play here, some kind of problem on the far sideline at the scorer's table, and I won't even try to speculate, but might have given a foul to someone who didn't deserve it.
Well, you're watching Steve Panoff explain it to Revis and walking back to the bench, and Revis is agreeing, but he may not like what he's agreeing to.
Tabron is at the free throw line. He'll have a pair. Crabbers by 10. Tabron adds to that. So Tabor hits a pair, and the lead is a dozen. And a foul.
Well, that was a good job of hanging on to a pass full court.
Robinson picks up the foul. Chris Willis will be at the free throw line. As you watch the replay here, clearly Robinson got him from behind. Both teams in the double bonus.
Kecoughtan is playing a little more full court pressure.
Wide open for the easy jumper is Robinson. 8 seconds. Crabbers steal it. And
couldn't get the handle. That's what it's nice, being able to pass the ball off the dribble. You don't have to grab a hold of it.
4 seconds on the clock.
You can see the score. Those of you that got to see the girls' game got a good shot of the inside of a new truck.
At the buzzer, the three-pointer.
Well, that will help.
Troy Green hits the tray as the buzzer sounds, so instead of being down by 12, you're only down by 9. So at halftime, our score is Hampton 49 and Kecoughtan 40. We'll return to Hampton High School for the third quarter of action after a brief timeout.
I just realized we're getting Latoya King, the player of the game.
As we watch some of the action from the first half as we return here to Hampton High School, the Crabbers in the first half had 21 total rebounds, 5 offensive boards, 16 defensive boards. They had 15 assists as a team, 13 turnovers, which is not great, and 4 steals. They were paced in the score column by Zarif with a dozen, 13 for Johnny Story, 10 for Jeremy Southern. For the Warriors, they had a total of 15 rebounds, 5 offensive, 10 defensive, 6 turnovers, 11 assists, and they had a total of 3 steals. And they were paced by Derek Fenner with 14 points, 9 points for Brian Walter. And that's our score at halftime is Hampton 49 and Kecoughtan 39. As the second half is underway, this is a jumper from the outside by Higgins for 2.
Well, Kecoughtan got a 3-pointer at the buzzer to cut the lead to 10. That was the replay you saw.
Harper throws it up and got the roll.
Got the shooter's bounce.
Knocked out of bounds. The ball will belong to the Crabbers. Southern is open from 17 and hits.
He's got a nice little shot. Nice touch on the ball to Jeremy.
In the lane, Walter puts it up.
He was trying to draw that third against Johnny Story, but Johnny didn't bite.
Ball knocked out. Center court, Sherman. Willie Sherman gets the roll. Muffin Curry wanted to play defense, but Sherman a lot bigger than he is. And a blocking foul will be charged to Fenner. That will be his 3rd.
Well, he went a long time between his 2nd and his 3rd foul.
So if you're Coach Rivas Conrad, you're mildly concerned right now. You know now the next one is going to be serious trouble. It'll be his 4th. Batted around and taken by Muffin Curry. Curry's open and hits. So Curry gets his first points of the night. And they don't come until the 6:29 mark of the 3rd quarter. Fenner for 3, no good.
Oh, my goodness. My goodness.
Give the basket to Story and the assist to Curry.
That's got to be 3 on Higgins. We got that on replay or what? I thought it was too high. Of course, he knows how high Johnny Story can jump.
Oh, that was perfectly thrown up. Here we go. Watch this. Kaboom. Perfect alley-oop. Back the other way. Higgins does get called for his 3rd. And that sends Mark Harper to the free throw line. And Harper misses the first of 2. So Harper 1 out of 2, and it's a 57-44 lead for the Crabbers. Game being brought to you by Zooms with 5 convenient Hampton locations. Inside, Story again.
A left-handed one. That's 3 dunks for tonight for Johnny. That's like putting the point on the exclamation point, isn't it?
What a great job of getting control of the ball.
And Rivas does not like what's going on. He wants to talk time out here.
Watch this. Boom.
Well, we got that chance. Let me repeat that we will pick a player of the game from both these teams tonight, and they will receive a plaque and a shirt. Plaque comes from Buckwalter Engraving. They're located at Kecoughtan Road in Hampton. Shirt comes from Islander Hardware and Sporting Goods, and they're located in Kecoughtan. So give them a call, 723-6067 for Buckwalters and 868-8467 for the Islander Hardware and Sporting Goods.
15-point lead. Check that, 17-point lead.
Yeah.
17.
That was new math you were trying, or what?
Actually,
there's your buddy. Now you're telling me that you are a lot younger than Brent.
Well, sure I am.
Okay. Just want to know, you went to school together, but you're a lot younger.
Well, he's got white hair. I got no hair. If I had hair, it'd be white, too. And there's Wayne Nass sitting there.
Yeah, we appreciate what Wayne has helped us tonight. He helped me get these little system here.
So he's the one we blame for this.
Yeah, we thank him. I don't know what we'd have had. Wayne and Mr. Pass, who is the custodian over here, help us get set up tonight.
Mark Harper. We did determine that Mark is the younger brother of Derek.
That is correct. That is correct.
Derek Harper did a great job at Kecoughtan in years past. Got a substitution coming in for the Warriors. Chris Heath will make his first appearance, and he will replace Robert Simmons.
Chris's daddy is Eddie Heath. Used to be pastor out at Buckrow Baptist. Now he's working for the Peninsula Baptist Association.
Willie Sherman clears the board. Walter thought about it. Sherman will shoot it and hit it.
Oh, good job. He missed Walter breaking to the basket wide open, but it went in, so you'd say, okay, we'll let you go.
61-48. 4 straight points by the Warriors. Cuts the lead down to 13. And a reach-in foul. This is a player control foul. So Hampton will inbounds. 4:10 left in the third. Southern shot a little short.
He kind of short-armed that one.
Yep.
Sometimes you can be too open.
Willie Sherman off the mark. Story clears the board. Higgins.
Way to use the backboard and the basket to protect you.
Higgins has 11 points now. Had 5 in the first half and has added 6. Jeremy Southern will come out of the game. Alvin Holmes will check in along with Mario Tabron. And Story will come out, or not.
No, I think it's Marcus Higgins is going out.
Yeah, finally Higgins does in fact leave. So Tabron and Zarif, along with Muffin Curry, Johnny Story, and Alvin Holmes are the 5 on the floor for Hampton. Open for 3, in and out. Stick back by Holmes is good.
Nice job of not coming down, but putting it right back up off the rebound.
For the Warriors, they've got Booth on the floor, along with Willie Sherman, Brian Walter, Mark Harper, and Jamar Booth. And now, just as I got the lineup set, Rivas makes wholesale substitutions. So Derek Fenner checks back in. Sherrod Jones, who picked up 3 fouls early in the first half. Chris Willis Blocked. Back come the Crabbers. 3-on-1. Story in the middle.
Well, they know who to give the ball to, don't they? On the break.
Johnny Story with that high percentage shot. Crabbers,
he runs the ball. He runs the court good, doesn't he?
Crabbers up by 19. Jones loses his footing. It gets called for traveling. Jones thought he had a little help there, but nothing called.
Yeah, he said, listen, I'm just a little guy.
Warriors set it up now, down by 19. Fenner driving the lane is fouled. Foul is on Tabron. That would be at least his third. I have a hard time keeping up with some of the fouls because I can't see who they signal the fouls on. Three-pointer off the mark. Tabron gives it to Holmes in the corner. Three-pointer off the mark. Back come the Warriors. Booth in the corner, and Story goes down hard. Jones is fouled. He'll get a pair. Alvin Holmes will be called for the foul. 1:36 left in the third period. 67-48. And now Jones at the free throw line. His first visit to the charity stripe tonight. In the first half, the Warriors hit 5 out of 9 from the free throw line, while the Crabbers were successful on 10 out of 14. So Jones gets both. And now Daniels checks back in for the Crabbers. And he will replace Tabron. Almost stolen by the Warriors.
It really was.
Crabbers by 17, and then Daniels
Had a little skip step there.
took an extra step. Booth short with a shot. Muffin Curry pushes it up. In the lane, Curry in.
Oh, coast to coast.
Quickly, the Warriors back. Three-point attempt off the mark. Muffin with the rebound. Wrap around behind the back dribble. Got it back from his teammate Daniels. Less than a minute now. Holmes for three. No good. You wonder about that kind of offense because there's no real offense there. You just bring it down and someone takes a shot. They didn't work the ball around at all.
Well, and what's wrong with that is, Tim, is you don't have people in position to rebound because they're not running any offensive pattern.
Right.
But sometimes you get in the flow and you got a guy that's hot, you want to let him do it. But if you're not making a shot, then you run it, get your high percentage shot, get pressure on the defense, make them foul you.
Well, and I think what happens too is if I can use the phrase, you lose focus. You're up by 19, you kind of start to think, well, everything we're going to throw in is going to go. But that's how teams get back in the game. Big block inside, but a foul is called.
That's on number 34, Robinson.
Watch the replay here.
Chris Willis to the line for two. 33 Tyson checks into the Warrior lineup. And
Willis hits.
both of them. And they're out in their press trying to get the Hampton turn the ball over and get some easy baskets.
Daniels is fouled by Jones. That'll be 4 on Jones.
But that's a non-shooting foul, isn't it?
It sure is. Neither team is in the bonus.
Jeremy Southern comes back in for Akeem.
Good stick back by Southern. Again, Hampton by 19. 7 seconds. Jones is hammered with 3 seconds.
And he said, I'm going to take it to the basket. If you're going to stop me, you're going to have to foul me.
Curry in the third quarter with 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and he's got a steal as well.
And I know he's got a basket. He went coast to coast.
Yep.
For Kecoughtan to get back in this game, they're going to have to get some turnovers defensively.
Curry's shot from half court is no good as the buzzer sounds. And we've played 3 at Hampton. Score is Hampton 71 and Kecoughtan 54.
And while we have a little break in the action here, I want to thank David Allen and Zooms. They're recognizing the senior or another player on the basketball teams of each one of the Hampton schools with the highest GPA. These players will receive a plaque for outstanding academic excellence. This will be presented at the school board on February the 17th, 1999.
I was doing my Chevy Chase.
Was that what that was? You kind of blew my mind a little bit, at least. Anyway, the players are
my tongue out.
Bethel High. We have Timothy Smith and
Yeah, that too. That's Tamisha Augustin.
Yeah, Tamisha Augustin. Kecoughtan, Brian Walter and Raynell Deans. For the Hampton, Jeremy Southern, Christy Johnson. And for Phoebus, Harvey Burnett and Crystal Clary.
Oh, the Warriors just got a lid on that basket. They had 3 great chances, and every one of them went about halfway down and spun out. You were trying to give a very serious award, and I apologize, but I saw myself on camera.
I wondered who you were. I thought, is that me he's doing that to? You were actually sticking your tongue out at yourself.
No, that's right.
Okay. Just don't take it personal. Okay.
I didn't mean it in a bad way. Oh, I tell you, after a while you get a little punchy.
A little?
Well, I'm taking these pain pills for my back because of the seating arrangement.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I went lucky enough to go play golf Friday. A little windy, a little cold, but they tell me that you got golf lessons for your Christmas present.
Yeah.
And your wife gave you 2.
Right.
But the people you play with paid for 3 more. Is that right?
That's the story. And in fact, I had several other contributions.
Say, if you're going to play with them, we're going to make sure you get lessons.
These guys are no fools. You know you got a little problem with your golf game when the guys you play with wear helmets. You know, that's the first sign of a problem with your shot. Muffin Curry is fouled on the way to the basket. Yeah, when your golfing buddies wear helmets and shin guards, you know you've got a problem.
Oh, I had a good time Friday. Went out with Kid Carson, who you met. Nice gentleman. Him and I played Ronnie Staten and Clark Walden, and they just whipped us up. Really whipped us bad, yeah.
He played last week and had done real well. Did you say?
Well, I did, yeah. Yeah, but I saw in '83. But Clark Walden he carried Ronnie Staten. I told him, I said, Ronnie's getting heavy, I know.
Mark Harper with the basket. Our director just wanted to remind us that we're doing a game. It sounds like we're talking on the phone.
Oh, is that right? Well, I was going to talk a little something about a nail or something. But I thought, well, maybe we'd better talk about golf instead.
Like you didn't nail that shot, right? Six minutes and 7 seconds left in the fourth.
Hampton
Crabbers up by 15. Feed down low, nice.
Oh,
feed.
nice. Nice feed from Muffin.
Jeremy Southern has 16 unofficially in the game. Strong candidate for player of the game. In the lane, Willis.
And there's a goaltender.
To give the basket to Willis.
We got Walters and Fenner and Booth checking back in for the Warriors. Reeves trying to keep some fresh troops in there, get something going.
Muffin Curry too strong. Story had it and couldn't control it. (73-58). Crabbers 9-3 in the district, trying to keep pace with Denby. Now, how do you do that, Coach? He took a shot. It drew no iron. He went and got his own shot that never drew any iron.
But
it
bounced. No, it bounced one time. If it didn't hit the ground, it would have been traveling.
Here's your replay. No, I don't think that's the name of the movie.
I don't even want to ask what he said.
No, you definitely don't want to. There is a full moon tonight, by the way, just in case you weren't.
Is that what it is?
He's trying to get me in trouble with the moon over here.
Let's throw them away at the box office.
Well, you know, if we got Scotty coming out here talking, and telling stories about me, it had to be a full moon. Watch that on replay.
Heavy contact. Johnny Story and Willie Sherman. Watch this. I mean, that's what you call a hard foul.
That's a hard foul.
Some of the fans wanted an intentional foul, but
he was going for the ball.
Yep.
And other parts, but
Johnny Story will have to earn these two. Short. So that's Story's first miss from the free throw line after hitting his first 5. Walter Brower over there talking with Horace Underwood, pleading the case for a personal or an intentional foul, but won't get the call. That was about as much contact as you'll see on a basketball court. Fenner got his own rebound and got the round. So Fenner, after scoring 14 in the first half, just got his first basket, and that came with a little more than 4.5 minutes to go in the game. And Story is fouled again by
Willie Sherman.
That is unofficially 4 on Sherman. And Johnny with a wry smile on his face. Watch the replay here. And Johnny says, all right, well, one more and Willie be watching me play the rest of the game. 4:50 remaining in the fourth period. Kecoughtan down by a dozen, but hanging in there. Considering they've gotten just one basket from Fenner here in the second half, they've done well. Great steal by Marcus Higgins. In the lane, Southern has it stripped. Got a 3-on-2, and Muffin Curry intercepted the ball.
Man.
And still running for the end zone.
You knew Kecoughtan was going to get a basket. They had two people down there by themselves.
So great job by Muffin Curry to break up a sure two-pointer. Higgins comes out, Tabron comes in. Fenner thought about it, now dishes it outside for Walter. Fenner baseline basket is...
You're going to count the basket?
I think so. Yep, basket's good. And a foul is called against Curry.
Well, that cuts it and lead to 11. And we still got just 5 clicks under 4.5 minutes.
There you go. Got that one. And they're trying to do that. He might try to get us in trouble over here with that last question. We're going to watch out for him. Hey, there's a movie coming out Tuesday. Have you guys seen Something About Mary? Have you seen that movie?
Awesome.
One of the funniest movies I've ever seen. Comes out on video. I'm going to buy the darn thing.
Laughed until the tears were coming down Bob's eyes.
I'm done. He was asking me about a movie, but I don't think we can talk about it.
I don't know. In fact, we're not supposed to be talking about anything but basketball, according to Scotty.
Well, we can talk about
not about cows or the moon.
But we can talk about our player of the game, and that's going to be a tough call here.
Well, I tell you right now, Johnny Story has just been outstanding for the Crabbers. I'm looking at Johnny Story along with Jeremy Southern. They both had a great game inside. But, you know, Zarif had a great first half. Muffin has just done awesome. It's going to be hard.
Give it to everybody.
I know it. You sure can't. Brian Waller looked good, especially the first half. Fenner just had a great first half and just, I don't know what happened second half. So, you know, and a lot of times you make some adjustments during halftime. The defense does, and they tighten up a little bit and don't let the players get into the flow of the game.
The difference is at 11. That would have made it 8. Walter got the long rebound, feeds Fenner down low, threw up a prayer, battled for the ball, and the Warriors come up with it. Booth to Walter.
I tell you, a three-pointer would really...
I'm telling you, they had a shot at it. Down less than 4 minutes now in the fourth. Harper almost shuffled his feet. Booth will try a three. No good. Fenner tipped it out, but Southern corralled it for the Crabbers.
Well, tipping the ball out is a neat thing to do, but when you got the speed that the Crabbers have, you better make sure nobody else is around.
Well, Crabbers now being a little more deliberate. Muffin Curry open underneath, got it.
It's not a stall, but it's we'll take a shot if it's a good shot.
Up by 13. Walter will try the three, no good. Harper underneath, scoop shot, no good. Got his own rebound and stuck it back in.
That's sticking with it. Harper doing a good job.
12 in the game for Harper, definite candidate for the player of the game. Feeds Southern. Southern got fouled, didn't get a call. Oh, look out. Bodies everywhere. Story had it, lost it. Harper for three, got it.
Oh, man.
Just like that, you're down by eight rather. Down to 8. Plenty of time, 2.5 minutes to go. Zarif. And he's fouled by Fenner. That was a silly foul.
Yeah, because that's 4 on Derek.
Well, and the worst part of that is it's this fourth one, and he fouled him almost in half court. There was nothing coming. as far as a shot was concerned. It wasn't going to prevent a score, really.
With it down 8 with 2:27 to go, I don't think you panic and start fouling right now.
And that was just one of those things where, in retrospect, I'm sure Fenner will think, maybe I shouldn't have been quite so aggressive. But, you know, you steal the ball and go the other way,
you're a hero.
You're a hero, so. Zarif with his first point of the second half. He had a dozen at halftime, and that's his first point here in the second half of the ball game. Gets 1 out of 2, tipped it out to him. Can't get it. Story got another rebound. Story in the lane, put it up and in. Story had 13 at the break, and he has added 9, 10, make that for a total of 23 unofficially here in the ball game. And on the sideline, out of bounds. So 2:04 remaining. The Crabbers up by 11. Zarif comes out, and Higgins comes back in. Muffin. Story back to Curry, over to Tabron as the Crabbers now want to wear some time off the clock. Shorten this game up. Nice feed underneath. Southern with the jam. Got to think about our player.
And we got a 3-pointer by Harper. He cut it to 10.
And a foul. If that's on Fenner, that's all. I'm not sure if it's on Fenner or Walter.
No, it's on Walter.
All right, Bob, players of the game.
Well, I'm going to go with Johnny Story for the Crabbers. I'm going to make the hard one for you.
Well,
no, that's not an easy choice either.
And 18 for Southern in the game, so he had a real good ball game. Zarif doesn't at halftime. For the other side, you're going to make it easy on me. I got it easy. I got it real easy. Derek Harper's my man. Harper has kept the Warriors in the ball game. Had a pair of threes here in the second half. Had just 3 points in the first half. Added 6 and 8 is 14, 15 for 18 in the game. And he kept them in the game in the second half.
Well, there you go.
So Johnny Story for Hampton, and our player of the game is Mark Harper. Story to the free throw line.
So Mark Harper?
Mark Harper. What'd you think I said? Don't answer. We've gone over this before.
I know. I'm hearing different things here. This is a full moon tonight, right? Was that called a bogey?
That was a bogey. 83-72, 11 points. Story misses. But Southern with the rebound and stuck it in.
Oh, nice left.
Jeremy Southern, 20 points on the night unofficially. Muffin Curry is such great quickness.
So fast.
In the lane, Curry draws the foul. He'll get a pair.
Right to Mr. Baton.
Let's talk about our crew again quickly.
Real quick.
Got Nathaniel Braxton and Sarah Bowers on the high cameras. Ron Baton down on the floor. Here's some replay for you. And speaking of replay, we got Bev Penn, Andy Foley, and Scotty Bowers in the truck doing a great job as always. Leave out anybody? I hope not.
No, I think we got everybody. You talk about our guru. Mr. Instant Stat guy.
Instant Stat, Bob Killen, doing his great job. Muffin can't hit the free throw. 1:08 to go. Hampton by 13. High scoring game, 85-72. And Muffin can't hit either one. Booth for three. Story skies for the rebound. And a foul in the backcourt. With 53 seconds remaining. Again, remind everybody, we will be at Kecoughtan for Kecoughtan and Phoebus. Next Friday night, we'll have the girls' game as well as the boys' game. Please make plans to come out and support your favorite high school team. High school basketball. It's a great family affair. Muffin is 0 for 3 from the free throw line. He is not hitting him. He's laughing about it, too. He got that customary Band-Aid on there. Him and what's his guy, O'Neal, for, I guess it was with the Chiefs. But now Muffin missing all 4 of his free throws, and Johnny Story tips it in.
Well, Johnny got his rebound, put it up, missed it, got the rebound, put it back up, made it.
Nice job underneath by Chris Willis. Keep the ball alive. Southern gives to Higgins. Story with another one.
My player of the game.
Higgins with the big block, but got the foul. You see Story on the, look at this fast break. I mean, this was, look at out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. I was supposed to say, these guys, they run faster than we can see.
Bob said he saw him. He saw he came out of the right side of your screen. That's right, Bob, he did.
I tell you, the obvious just does not get by Mr. Killen.
No, he is the king of obvious. Nice round of applause as Story, Southern, and Curry leave the game with 22 seconds remaining. And the game well in hand here as the Crabbers are up by 15.
I'm watching Johnny Stories. He's slapping everybody's hand. He goes right on down to the last, right down to Diane Limbert. Gives her a high five.
The Story unofficially in the game, 13 in the first half. And 14 in the second half, unofficially 27 on the game. $89-75. 15 seconds remaining. Want to thank our sponsors for tonight's game. Zooms with 5 convenient Hampton locations. And Wood Funeral Home, where Richard Pulley is the funeral director. Daniels at the buzzer, no good. And the Crabbers win their 10th game of the season. They're 10-3 in the district, 10-5 overall. And the Warriors fall to 2-12 in the district and 2-12 overall. So our players of the game,
Johnny Story for the Hampton Crabbers.
And Mark Harper of the Kecoughtan Warriors. Harper with 3 points in the first half, 15 in the second half for a game total of 18 unofficially. Harper kept the Warriors in the game, but a little too late.
Well, and Kecoughtan got it down to 10, had a chance. Well, actually, they got it down to 8. Right. And had a chance and just came up short. But I tell you, the Kecoughtan Warriors are a team that have not won many games this year, but they are a better team than their record indicates. And Rivas, what do? You have a couple of letdowns, mental letdowns, and you give up, a 6 or an 8 point run, and that really hurts you.
Well, that's going to do it for us here at Hampton High School. The final score again is Hampton 89 and Kecoughtan 75. For the entire Channel 46 crew, for Bob Hintz and Bob Killen, this is Tim Cole. Thanks for watching. Good night, everybody.